Jesus. Okay. There. Hi, you guys. Of course, I'm fixing my editing as I'm coming on, trying to get this thing right, which is just never right when I walk in the door. Hi, you guys. The lighting is really strange because I'm missing the lamp over here. I don't know where it went. So I'm trying to fix, and it's such a mess. Okay, you guys. How's this crazy video for really bad lighting? Anyway, it's whatever it is. It's me tonight. I can't get my camera. Anyway, hi you guys. Itchy. Clovis, there we are. It wasn't a trip, it was work. It was total work, but it was good. Tallulah's escaping. She's like, you know what? My mom is psycho since she's been back. Can't remember anything. Hi, you guys. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. The lighting is weird, but it's a little bit darker than normal. I don't know where the other light went. I have no idea. Oh my God. Yeah. I heard that Diddy just got found guilty, but I think that it's a lie. So there's that. Anyway, I hope the little bitch gets found guilty for sure. Okay, I feel like I'm crazy. Look, Moldavite, y'all. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so how are we? Sloan Bella. Hi, you guys. Yes, I'm back. No, I'm back. I literally flew in on Sunday. I've been catching up with work. It was so fun. So I'm going to tell you about our trip. Now, keep in mind, the girls that went on the trip are actual athletes, aerialists. I'm a beginner who tags along because I'm just learning it, and it's whatever it is, right? Thank you for that. So I'm not like I can't believe this lighting's pissing me off. I'm not like a full aerialist the way it is. Hold on 1 second. I have to see if the light above looks good. Okay, let's see. You know, it wouldn't be my, I don't know. I don't think that looks good. It wouldn't be my show without fucking lighting issues now, would it? It would not. All right. So, I am not an aerialist, okay? So I started taking this like a year and a half ago and a bit. In September, October, it'll be 2 years. So I never did any kind of gymnastics or anything like that in my life. I did, hurdles, and I did cross country, and I swam, and I rode horses. But like the bendy shit, I never did that. So this is what I decided to do. Go on a retreat with Carrie. Thank you for that. Carrie, hello from New Zealand. Carrie is my first teacher. Hurdles, yeah. Carrie is my first teacher. She got me new. Like I couldn't even climb up on any fucking thing. Nothing. So she got me, no, that's very basic what I did. I did an ankle hang from the hoop, which hurt like a motherfucker, but whatever. Anyway, it was so fun. But yeah, Carrie was my first teacher. So she said, hello from Canada, my people. She said, you want to go on the retreat? And I'm like, yeah, I'll go on the fucking retreat. Of course, the girls I'm with are phenomenal, right? They're phenomenal, right? Anyway, so my roommate, Nancy, she is a firefighter, so she's strong as fuck. And she was there. She's Jason's age. And then Bree, who is a dancer, contemporary gymnastic, absolutely fantastic. She's like 24. And then there was Paige, and Paige was a former ballerina, and she's like 27. So that was our dorm. So that was our little dorm. And then the dorm next door, they had, it was so fun. It was so fun. The dorm next door. So there was, I chose a dorm, not a private room, because who cares? So the dorm next door had Sienna. She was the youngest, 18. And then Ray was like Jason's age, well, 30, a little bit younger than Jason. And then Kaylee and Kat, and I don't really know how old those two are, but we'll just say 30 something, right? Then there was Nicole down the street, and she has 3 kids down the street, down the path. And then there was Elaine, and Elaine is a lawyer, and she was slightly older. Then there was Phoebe and Val. We never met them before, but they came in from Oakland. So those two came in from Oakland. So they shared a room. And then there was Jen and Marlise. And I see Marlisa I'll see her tonight. I mean, if she's in class tonight, but I usually see her in hoop class on Mondays. And she roomed with Jen, who she's known for years. So they're all like really skilled. And then there's me. Yeah, there's all nations. I know, it's great. So it was really fun. It was so sophisticated, not I. If you'd have seen the toilets. So, okay. So anyway, Meadow's stuff is here. Look. Meadow's little tambourine and toys. It's on my desk. She doesn't put her shit away all the time. Anyway, she's going to be 2 tomorrow. But this was the funniest thing. So on the description at the camp, or the retreat, right? They did not announce that there would be compost toilets. I want you to hear me. I'm not going to do van life anymore. Compost toilets. I will never again. I'd rather dig a hole and do whatever outside. You know what I'm saying? Compost toilets. No one said it. It's an eco-friendly place, which was fine. The food was immaculate. Compost toilets. So they gave us a lesson. I will post on my videos. They gave us a lesson. So it's a toilet. Okay, it's an outhouse where they keep all your poop to help the plants and the trees. Yeah. No one told us. Listen to me. So I arrived there and they talk about compost toilets. I open the door. It looks like a toilet. I'm like, I have to go lie down, right? So I went and lied down because we traveled all night. So Nancy's sister, hi Liz, Nancy's sister picked us up at like 8. And we drove to San Diego, crossed in Tijuana, right? And then flew to Mexico City. We had a 6-hour wait from hell. And then Nicole, Kaylee, and Kat came in, and Jen from a different plane. I think they flew in from LAX. And so we met in Mexico City. So we're all there. And then we flew to, let me get this right. Can't remember the name of the place. It's like I'm brain dead. Anyway, wherever it was, La Puente Escondido, right? So we got off there. So yeah, so I looked in the bathroom. The shower was like an open shower, and it's all solar. So Kamloops, BC, you guys have an aerial in the Okanagan. I'm trying to get them to go to the Okanagan next year. Anyway, so I looked at the shower, and it's just like, it was really nice, actually. It's an open bathroom shower, and it was solar heated, solar panel. So you had to turn the hot on and wait, whatever, who cares, right? And it was really nice. So we didn't have a layover on the way back, but I have a real ID. Yes, I do have a real ID. I got it when I went to Canada, whenever the fuck I went to Canada. Anyway, I did have a real ID. I travel on a green card. I kind of have to have it. But anyway, they looked at my passport, which was Canadian. So, listen, they were giving lessons on how to use the compost toilet. Help me. So I fell asleep. I was exhausted. So I just went and crawled in the bed for 2 hours. And so, yeah, I know. So I woke up and I'm holding my pee, everything. I'm like, I'm not going to use the bathroom for a week. This is what kind of an idiot I am when propositioned with compost toilets. So I'm like, I'm not going to fucking use the toilet. I'm not going to eat. If I have to pee, I'll just pee outside, whatever. I'm not fucking doing it. We had to bring, that's me. So anyway, all I can say is at a certain point, every single one of us got the Mexican stomach. Do you know what I'm saying by that? Yeah. Do you understand what I'm fucking saying? All of us had issues. I have never talked about people's bathroom habits, their diarrhea, their shit, their constipation, their vomit, their acid reflux, their absolutely not being able to get up on the hoop without fucking running for the bathroom. Oh my God. No, it was fucking hilarious. At the foot. Yes, exactly. Yeah, they do call it that. I heard it's called traveler's illness. I was like, oh my fucking God. Anyway, I was fine-ish. I was fine-ish until the day we flew out, and then I had to take the like Pepto-Bismol, but it wasn't that, because I got on the plane and I'm like, I'm definitely not going in the plane bathroom with people looking at me and then waiting to go in the bathroom behind me. I'm not, I'm not fucking doing that. Anyway, oh my God, you have no idea. Why did why did I go there? Good question. No, it was really fun. It was with our aerial group. So we flew into Porto Escondido, and we drove to the retreat. It is lovely. It is a lovely jungle. They just had a hurricane there. So the hiking was, the trail was like washed out. And jokingly, I said, this looks like Florida. Are there crocodiles, alligators? And he's like, yeah, but they're down there in the river. They shouldn't be coming up here. And I'm like, good enough for me not to go down to the river. Not going. He goes, no, they got to come from the lagoon. I'm like, fuck that, not going. And as I was hiking down, part of the side of the cliff kind of gave out because of the rain, right? So it was, oh my God. So anyway, the food, oh my God. Scorpion, Bree goes to go in the bathroom, right? She goes to the bathroom and we hear her screaming and we're like, oh my God, she fell into the compost toilet. No, it was a scorpion. She had turned the light on. She never turns the light on. It's like a regular toilet, but you do number 2 in the back, and like you have to do number 1, which is peeing, in the front. So the toilet is split in 2. If you do number 2, you have to put 3 scoops of wood chips, whatever the fuck they are, down the toilet. Like, first of all, I don't want to look down there because I'm OCD and I'm like, I can't. I mean, anyway, so who knows where the wood chips went? I don't fucking know. So anyway, I threw them down there, and it's wood chips to cover up your shit so that it composts to be able to feed the trees. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, but I don't even want to know what goes down there once I'm done. And I'm so OCD, I won't sit on the toilet. So, of course, I fucked it all up. They're like, you're peeing in the wrong spot. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. I cannot. They go, if you sit on the toilet. I'm like, I'm not fucking sitting on a toilet. I'm not doing it. I don't want to. I don't sit on toilets. I don't put the paper down. I don't do that. I'm not doing it. I'm OCD. I can't. Anyway, yeah, I hover, and I probably peed on myself. I think I fucking peed on myself pretty much every outfit I wore, because I would hold my pee so much that I would have to run for the bathroom, and I couldn't get my bodysuit off in time. So I peed on myself. So then Nancy brought us soap so we could clean our stuff in the shower while we were showering. So I did that. At least I brought 10 bodysuits, right? So I just kept switching them, but I washed them so they didn't smell like pee. Hi, Netherlands. Pee in my, whatever. They're all like, no wonder it smelled like pee in there. You were peeing in the wrong spot. Because when you pee, there's a little hole up front. Like, it's a toilet seat, and there's a little part that you pee. I can't coordinate that. I can barely get up on the silks, and you want me to coordinate that? I can't fucking do it. Anyway, and then you have to poop. So you have to put water in the front part. I'm going to tell a funny story. Anyway, I'm changing the names of people so that they don't know. Yes. So anyway, No, it was fucking, I was like, wow, this is so far out of my comfort zone. And I mean, I go to the bathroom like on a trail in the middle of nowhere, and I don't care. Like, I don't even care if I have toilet. I'm fine, right? This freaked me out a bit because I was in a locked bathroom, and then I'm like, what if snakes come up there? And anyway, I can't go there because in Canada, in the porta potties, the snakes do live in there, the rattlesnakes. So anyway, one of the girls, one of my buddies, we'll call her Tara, that's for short, that's her code name. She gets there the first night. I'm fucking dying. I'm fucking dying. She has to go to the bathroom so bad, right? She has to go to the bathroom so bad that she runs in there. She has to do number 2. She comes out of the bathroom and she's like, I did it in the pee spot. No joke. This is how we're talking. There's 15 of us talking like this. One guy and 14 girls. Seriously. So she's like, I had to pick it up and move it. And I was like, I was fucking dying. I was fucking dying. I was like, no, I'm serious. She didn't want any of her roommates to walk in there and see the shit. Every time I started to eat food, somebody would be talking about a bathroom incident. And I was like, what? By the end of the week, I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. I did this. It was so funny. I mean, it's not funny because I don't find bathroom humor funny, but it was fucking funny. They had flush toilets outside the gym and by the and by the pool, right? But you can't put toilet paper down any toilet. You have to put it in a garbage bin because they don't flush in Mexico. And I've heard this about Vietnam too. Apparently in Vietnam, you just like kind of rinse and run. Anyway, so thank you for that. So anyway, we would use the flush toilets. So those were outside the gym. So the first night I'm there and I'm like, I know I hate toilet humor, but this was really fucking happening to us. Really happening. So the first night I'm there, I wake up and because there's no air conditioning in our room and it's tropical, so it's hotter than shit, which I didn't really mind except my hair looks crazy in everything. And we have to use no flush, exactly. But did they have compost toilets? Because I can't do that again. But anyway, you have to have like eco shampoo and eco soap, right? Which we did. So my hair was bananas. My hair was bananas, okay? So anyway, the first night, the morning, I woke up 4:45, and I'm like, I waited all night to pee. Like, I wouldn't go out there in the dark. Forgot my flashlight, and I'm like, I'll put my sandals on. I run outside. It's been storming, and I go sliding down the trail. I run to the pool. I run in the bathroom, sopping wet, and I pee on a flush toilet because mentally I have to. So I did. So anyway, that's oh my God, right? No, I can't. Anyway, so the Mexican people were, Beyonce couldn't bounce that night. So the Mexican people were super nice. Let's see, no joke. Hold on. I can't see them really from there. But anyway, so they had their people that help us and take us on adventures. So this is another adventure we did, all of us. All 15 of us, okay? We went in a van that made us sick going over the roads. We were all like this. We went down to another lagoon. And I don't know how they know in this lagoon there aren't crocodiles, but there's lagoons and there's crocodiles in that lagoon. Like, I just thought about it. Like, how do we know which lagoon actually? Because lagoon means inlet or inlay, right? Inlay. And it comes from the ocean. So if the bitches are in the other lagoon, these fucking crocodiles might be, and Jason, call your mother, right? It is hotter than shit. And anyway, so we went in the lagoon. We took a boat ride in the pitch black. Pitch black. I don't know if any of you guys have done this. And we went and saw the bioluminescence. So the plankton on the bottom of the lagoon at this time of year, it lights up. So under the water, so we all jump in the pitch black after this after we go out in the boat. So our boat driver drives us out. There's 15 of us on the boat. I'll call her Janet, even though her name's Janet Nancy. Anyway, she speaks Spanish, so she's our translator, right? And she's translating, so she get to sit up and be the captain. So one by one, like first Ray jumps off the boat. He was tall like Jason and Keith. He's like 6'3", tall, good looking kid. He's like Jason's age. He jumps off the boat, off he goes into the pitch fucking black. One by one, we jump off the boat, right? And then so Carrie, the teachers, is there, and it's Janet, Nancy, and me. And she goes to me, Carrie goes to me, I don't know about this. And I'm like, neither do I. And then she jumps, and then I jump, and we're all in this water. It's plankton. Yeah, it's plankton. So we're all in the water going like this, treading water, and it's all like bright colors like behind us. Like you go like this. And then when you looked at your, I've done that. Yeah, it was really fun. And then I looked down my bra and I'm like, I'm still glistening, right? So it was actually really fun. And so anyway, I'm texting, hold on. I just annoyingly so got a phone call. I have to tell them where I am. Anyway, it was really fun. And we did that for like an hour and a bit. And so we're all looking at the sky and somebody's like, what constellation is that? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know what that is. And then you could hear everybody going, she doesn't have her glasses on and this and that. And then, so Ray has these big long legs and something touched me. I'm like, what the fuck touched me? And it's Ray's long legs, but his head's over there, but them long legs swooping by. And there was like a fishing net out there too. So I was like trying to like scooch around this way. No, it was really fun. So we did that. And the bioluminescence, like you tread water and you go like this under the water and it's just sparkling. It was so fun. Then you have to pay to use the bathrooms though at the beaches. So by the time we got there, no, I wouldn't swim in the Hudson, but so we went back and the bathrooms were closed. So everybody's just changing in the parking lot. Me, I just threw my pants on over my bathing suit and it was super fun. Like I had track pants in there. So I did, no, it was closed to pay though. It was like closed to pay. So we did that. We went back home. Elaine got super sick on the boat. I mean, not on the boat, in the car, right? So anyway, I'm glad she made it back okay. It was like kind of motion sickness. So we did that. Hi from Bali. Yeah, we did that. And then the next night, we trained like 5.5 hours a day, 3 in the morning and 2.5 in the afternoon, which was completely fun. And then, so we would wake up at 7:30. I'm gonna tell you the schedule. I woke up at 5, okay? I woke up at 5. But, so I would take my shower first, these girls don't wear a lot of makeup. I'm the only one putting all the makeup on my face. Hold on. I'm live streaming on my other phone. Streaming on my other phone. I'll call on the way to class. I'll call on the way to class. Anyway, it was really, so we get up. We have to be at breakfast 7:30. Oh my God, Eddie, he was the morning chef. He said, here's coffee. So they would have like coconut milk. They would have a different kind of milk. It tastes really different. Coconut, and then they would have like eggs. All I was looking for, eggs. It's like a joke. I would wake up and go, eggs. I never eat at home at 7:30. Like I don't even eat at 7:30. But since we're doing so much exercise, I ate. So I would have eggs and mangoes for breakfast. Oh my God, so good. And then, is that John texting? Yeah, it was John. So he called over here. So I just told him I'm on live streaming. So anyway, you're killing me, Chief Queef. But anyway, we had eggs, and then like you could have toast. There was like 60 oatmeal. There was all kinds of like yummy fruits, and then there was coffee. They made the mistake of saying, and I quote, if you're one of those people that likes really strong coffee, like espresso, then you have to tell us. So I said, Eddie, my new best friend, I love the strong coffee and I like it to affect me like crack. So crack is whack, coffee is good. So Eddie came every morning and he put a whole percolated coffee. Oh, the eggs were so good. He put a whole percolated espresso coffee, which I brought some back with me, right in front of me. I loved him. I would get up, I would walk in, and he'd be like, I'd be like, bro, we vibing. Yeah, no, it was so lovely. No, it was great. And then the other girls found out that the coffee was like crack, and then we had to make 2 or 3 pods. He did it every day. Okay, so sweet. He didn't have to. Porto Escondido. Now, yeah, it's crack coffee. So we work from, so we would eat breakfast 7:30, 8:30, get ready. We'd start training from 10 to 1. Then we would have lunch at 1. Oh my God. Chicken. There was a whole menu of stuff. Vegetables, fresh jicama, fresh carrots, yummy tomatoes. I mean, everything super yummy. I would gobble all that up. Gobble. So then we would have time off till 4:30 and then train till dinner at 7, right? So at 3:30, guess what happened? Guess what happened at 3:30? Yes, there was fish there. I had tofu because I didn't eat some of the meat, right? I didn't eat some of that, but there was like tofu and other stuff like that, right? So I ate that and it was cooked to perfection. Ceviche, yes, there was all kinds of stuff. Perfect. So sometimes between classes, we would go down to the beach. So the first beach we went to was a swim beach. And my friend Amanda, teacher Amanda, she said, Sloan, don't eat at that fucking beach, the first beach. She said, because they don't refrigerate the food properly and I got E. coli there. That's all you have to fucking say to me. And there's no amount of money on planet Earth that is going to stop me to make me eat, right? So yeah, no, I didn't eat there. But we did have to buy food to sit on the booths, to sit on the Anyway, we all went in the water and it was exquisite. Then we met Diego. Now, who is Diego, you ask? Who is Diego? Yeah, too young for me, but them young ones, like Bree is like 24. So Diego was picked up by Phoebe on the beach. So Phoebe started talking to this really adorable looking guy, Diego from Argentina, maybe? Yes. Male stripper-esque, yes. Gorgeous. So he comes over to our group because Cutie Bree is sitting here, right? He ain't looking at me and he's talking to her like this. He's going like this. And his muscles are bulging. And I'm just like, am I watching this? I couldn't, like, to myself, chuckling. And he's like going, talking about his adventures. And yeah, so we talked about Diego the rest of the trip. Beautiful man, okay? Really beautiful. And he literally stood looking at Bree like this. He's like, hi. And I was like, this is me at almost, I'll be 60. So I was like, Jesus. Anyway, he was doing the muscle flirt like like this. And I was like, okay, that's cool, right? So anyway, I know Diego, chill out. And he had this really beautiful accent and he was looking to come to America. So I don't know who it was. I don't know who was sitting to the left of me. It might have been Elaine that said it or whatever. It was one of the no-nonsense girls. And they're like, why you want to come to America for? We got more garbage on the streets than you got here. And she's just going on. And I was like, that's fucking hilarious. Anyway, Diego, spectacular. Yeah, it was safe. I walked around. Yeah, no, 90 Day Fiance. I mean, I wouldn't know what to do with him. I'd be like, you know what? You need to go find somebody your own age. Anyway, he was really cute. So all the way back, our group is talking about Diego. And so then the girls that didn't come to the beach, they're like, who's Diego? And I'm like, you missed Diego. Phoebe picked up Diego. She didn't pick him up, but she was talking to him. And then he caught a glimpse of Bree, who's cutie patootie. And he was like, Diego. Like, it was funny as fuck to watch. Like, it's when you're older, you can see everybody's like agenda. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm like, I won't touch younger people. So it's just like, no. But anyway, yeah, no, he was really cute. I mean, I'm not going to talk to yes, Diego was like perfection looking, beautiful looking. And I'm glad that he liked the cutie patootie in the group. So anyway, we had to go because Marcel came to get us. Now, how we drove to the beach was in a pickup truck where we were all in the truck part of the pickup truck, 5 in the front or 4 in the front. I scooted in the front on the way back because it was hot. But on the way there, we had we were in the back of the truck, hot as shit. So we stopped at the ATM and, you know, Nancy, Janet, Nancy, whatever we're calling her these days, she went and translated all our money for us into pesos, which was very fun. I was like, how much is this? I'm just holding it up. They're telling me like 1,000 pesos. I'm like, that seems a little bit high. I had no idea what the conversion was. The muscle stretch. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, okay, whatever, bro. But she translated everything. So then we would go home from the beach, shower, and jump back into class. So we had outings being young and hot, right? Remember? But it's wasted on the youth because it was, anyway. But Phoebe could find them. Let me just tell you. Yeah, $1 is like $10 in Mexico. Yeah, exactly. But it was so fun. So anyway, had it not been for Nancy, I wouldn't have got my eggs at the Mexican airport at Mexico City because I had no idea what they were saying to me. Like none. I was pointing at pictures and trying to tell them to take the corn out of the omelet. So whatever. Anyway, she translated the whole trip. She must have got so fucking sick of us going, shut all the way up. Shut the fuck up, right? So anyway, we did that. So then we had that outing. And then we came home and went to class. And then like after dinner, you could go to the night market. So we went to the night market. Yeah, corn and an omelet, Mexico City, not my beef. So yeah, it's like a job, exactly, but it's exercise. So we stretch and this stretch and that. And then we had like silks, hoop, hammock, open gym, you know, whatever. And we go at our own speed. I love exercising. I've never been on a vacation where I'm reclining or getting pampered or shit like that. I like to keep moving. So I want to see things, keep walking. I don't need upscale. Compost toilets I could do without, but that's it. So we went to the night market and we went looking for stuff. So it was a bunch of us and we were in the back of the van. So Nancy does this. So there's 6 of us in the back, right? The little tiny truck entrance. And we're driving down the streets, bump, 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 bump. Thank you for that. We're going bump, bump, bump all the way down the streets. And there's 4 people in the front, right? So there's cars coming up behind us. So Nancy's like, okay, look to the right. So look at the back of the window towards our driver. And she goes, on the count of 1, 2, 3, look at the guy behind you in the car. So we all turn around and this guy on a motorcycle with his girlfriend, he had to come right up to see what the fuck we were doing. It was hilarious, okay? We just were doing stupid shit like this. But we went to the night market. There was the loudest karaoke bar. There was all kinds of stuff. Yeah. And so we went there. We bought little gifts. I bought some egg salt shakers for Kenna and some candy for Lydia and a bunch of t-shirts with shoulders and butts. Does it say shoulders? Yeah, shoulders and butt get circus fit because it's circus camp, right? So here was another thing. I really like this place. It's a beautiful vision. We did photo shoots. So we came back, I forget. Oh, then we had a day where we did have a massage and Bree picked the lady that, she was a young woman who did the 90-minute massage, and it was, she was a womb healer, as in woman's womb. So I had to go first because my night photo shoot was first. So we get 90 minutes, 90 minutes, and 90 minutes. I was going into my night shoot. So I had to be prepared, right? So I'll show you those pictures when I get them. So we did a night shoot. I had a nervous breakdown. Nancy went and grabbed something. Anyway, we're literally all in like string bikinis and bathing suits because they're using lighting around us, but it's out of my comfort zone completely at 60. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I love the womb healer. Yes. Womb heal. Yes. No, she was a good one. She was perfect for me. I told her what part of my body, what my womb issues were. If you want to, like, some people trying to get pregnant, some people, you know, like Keithy and all of that. So I told her all of that. So it was 90 minutes. She was fabulous. She worked on my body. She did Reiki. She did energy work. So for me, it was perfection. And it was like $60, right? And it was interesting. Then we went into the night shoot. So the apparatus is hoop, hammock, or silks. And then they make it dark. And they use the lighting, right? So you have to turn off the lights and they use a long exposure. But you're bare ass naked out there, for lack of a better word. I was in like a thong bathing suit. Very fucking uncomfortable. No, you didn't see the hoop pictures. The actual naked pictures, kind of naked pictures. No. It's, you could see everything before they turned the lights off. And after we got 4 different poses, and it was like 6 poses with each apparatus or whichever apparatus, right? Yeah, but skin hangs and there's scars, baby. But anyway, no, I'm 59 actually. I don't ever tell my real birthday. I will be 60, but it's okay. Anyhow, long story short, no, I haven't. I've seen the pictures. I was very pissed off with some because I'm used to moving, a little micro expressions, and you had to stay completely fucking still for 6 seconds. You know I can't do that. Anyway, don't forget the beautiful stretch marks. I know, all over my ass and my hips. So some of the pictures were gorgeous though. Just fucking gorgeous when we were looking at them, okay? So I'll pick one. I picked 1 or 2 that I could deal with, and I don't even know if my eyes show up clear because in some of them I moved and my eyes up here, I look like a Picasso. It's fucking funny. Anyway, and the last one I got on the hoop and I could not sit there without seeing the fat on my ass, so I started almost to cry. But Nancy came to my rescue. She brought me a cover-up, and then I decided just to do the photo in the cover-up with nothing on underneath it. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know how those turned out, but that's what happened. Yeah, stretch marks on your, I know, stretch marks fucking everywhere, right? I know, right? We're going through I know. But I mean, everybody had a different body shape, so it was fine. No, it's completely out of my fucking comfort zone. I was with 24-year-olds, you know, and some of them are beautiful. Like the poses were exquisite. Right? So it was just really interesting. So we did that and that was fun. And then the next morning, so Carrie goes, well, the next morning you have a day shoot, right? You have a daytime shoot. First thing in the morning, I think 7 o'clock I had to be there. And she goes, you're finishing at 10 over here. Do you want to be on Friday? I'm like, no, I want to get this over with. No, I want to get this over with. But this was in clothes. So this was bright sun and different. So I got at least one good one where I put my sunglasses on and I just had my workout outfit. I don't really care, right? But it was really fun. It was really fun. If you want to go out of your comfort zone, take your clothes off in front of 15 people or wear a string bikini and then turn the lights on and then off. Off, I was perfectly fine. On, I was like a bug dying with my legs up. like stop. Yeah, no, I was suicidal after. It happens. But yeah, you dreamt about that. Yeah, exactly. No, I just did it. I did it. I made myself finish and I almost walked away. I started arguing with somebody. I'm like, I don't have to do another picture. I don't have to do what I paid for. I don't have to do it. And then Nancy was like, calm down. We'll get you another outfit. So I did. Anyway, and then it was okay after that. It was really fun though. It was just a funny experience because it's traumatizing. It's traumatizing. I did one with my butt out though, which is great because I'm not moving my face. And Carrie's like, put your ass out there, do it. So I did. That's for teacher Carrie. She wanted an ass shot. She was trying to help me. She didn't feel so well either. So frog dying, right? Oh, there were cute toads there and frogs and all of that. It was really fun. So then we had the photo shoots. And then Thursday afternoon, we went to the beach, the surfing beach. And 2 of the girls went for your ass and your mind will follow. Yeah, that's what I did. And so, no, it's horrifying. Like, I'm old. So, and I've had kids and I've gained 100 pounds. I have stretchy skin. I have scars. I have all kinds of fucking things on my body that are hideous. And I have big legs and a little top. So I have like 2 different sizes of body. I don't like it. It's like skinny, skinny, skinny all the way to the waist, big fat ass and thighs. So, I mean, whatever. That's how I feel about it. That was the problem. No, I'm a stripper. I was fine when I was a stripper, but this was like terrifying. Anyway, we went to the beach and we saw Beach Jesus. Now, who is Beach Jesus? Beach Jesus. I didn't see him on the beach. The other girls found him. I saw him walking by later on. This was at the Puerto Escondido beach, the party beach, and you can eat there. Beach Jesus. He looked like Jesus, and apparently he was talking to everybody and being kind and all of that. And then he was walking by and they're like, there's Beach Jesus. And as he walked by, I snapped his picture, but it's only from behind. He had long dark hair and he was super cute. Apparently I couldn't see his face and I wasn't going to run up and go, hey, Beach Jesus, let me take your picture. So we did that. Marlise and Elaine went surfing, and so we watched them surf. I just wore like my leggings to the beach, but they can't really swim at this beach because it's for surfers, so it says no swimming. So you saw Beach Jesus. Yeah, it's probably the same guy. So anyway, we did that, and then I haven't seen the poop cruise video. I've heard about it. It's pretty much how our camp event went. But here's the thing. So Beach Jesus was there, and all the girls stopped, and they got coconuts. So you cut the coconut top off, and we sat at this outdoor place that had like swings, and they put the liquor in the coconuts. I didn't drink anything because if there's ice in it, I don't know if it's safe. So the whole trip I go to Nancy, is this safe or is it poison? Can I drink this bottled water or is it poison? Is there poison? Is this safe to eat? Can I eat this? Can I eat that? Can I eat this? And she was like rolling her eyes, but she would answer me. She was super patient. She probably wanted to punch me in the face. Anyway, the last night we're all playing cards. I wasn't playing. I was talking to Carrie. Some of us were not playing. Anyway, it's like a charades. You got to guess the question. So Nancy pulls her card up and she's like this. She's like, Sloan. And I heard my name. I said, what are you talking about down there? And she goes, for 2 points, Sloan. So Sienna says telescope because I'm an astrologer. Then Bree says she ain't looking at no telescope. She's on her computer working that shit out. And then Paige says poison. And that was the word, poison. Yeah, because everywhere I went, I'm like, is that safe? Is that poisoned? Will I get sick from that? Is that going to be a problem? Am I going to get sick? Poison, 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 right? It was hilarious. That's all I said is this poison. I didn't eat, but at the retreat, their food was not poison. And then at night, after dinner, big, huge dinner. I ate 3 meals a day, a snack, and at dinner, the beautiful cook, I don't know her name, the night cook, she made cake. She made cake, strawberry, chocolate together, and this yummy whipped cream, spectacular, with mango smoothies and whatever, plus ginger hot tea and this and that and all of that, right? So good. I ate that shit. I didn't gain or lose a pound. I stayed exactly the same. I weigh exactly the same, which just, oh my God, no. I ate cake 8 days in a row. 8 days. I ate cookies 7 afternoons in a row. Literally every day. Cookies. 3 or 4 or 5 possibly. I mean, I'd wait till people got their cookies and then I'd sneak back in. Dive bob. No, I didn't really go hiking. I didn't really do it. Just one day for a little bit. But the food in Mexico is delicious. It's fresh. Something they're doing in America ain't right. You know, is Mexico because cartels are here in Canada? It's safe. Oh, the cartels moved to Canada. Well, that explains everything. We flew back out through Guadalajara, and Marlise, a.k.a., well, I'm not going to say her a.k.a. Anyway, Marlise has the VIP card. So what did we do? We ran up to the VIP lounge and used the flush toilets. Yeah, that's what we did. One by one, we ran into the clean, happy smelling flush toilets. So the last night we were there, I woke up in the last morning, the morning we were leaving. So I'm in the dorm and there's Nancy, Bree, and Paige. Everybody's still in bed. I've already been up. So I got in the middle of the floor and I'm like, flushing toilets that flush, flushable toilets. I started to do a rap. So each girl went around the room. That's why you'll see on our tags, flushing toilets that flush. You see what I mean? That's why we did that. Oh my God, the food was impeccable. Impeccable. The only thing I noticed about the Ecology Center, if I could be honest, I know they save a lot. They grow their own food. They replenish all of their things that they do, right? Like, it's beautiful what they're doing. Here's the one problem I could see, even with the composting toilets, put all of that aside. They should just put that on their website so people like me with OCD would understand what that is. But when you're looking at it, the flush bathrooms, instead of using like paper towel, they use towels, a hand towel, which I'm sure they wash every night. They did a bunch of wash. But here's the thing. If there's 6 girls that go into the bathroom with stomach issues and what, because the sinks were outside the bathroom, right? And so my daily affirmation, right? With no flushing toilets. There you go. Thank you for that. Oh my God. But anyway, the hand towels are outside the bathroom and the hand towels are used by like 6 different people, 7. That's not hygienic. I don't care if it's Ecology. I think they need to have unbleached paper that's biodegradable to wipe your hands. Or they need to have a stack of towels and put them in a laundry bin, like 10 different towels. Yeah, because we use the same towels. So I come out of the bathroom, wash my hands, and I'm like all over my body. That's just what I did. Of course. And that was probably how things got my stomach. That's probably how things got passed around. And we had to, we had the Imodium. They finally told us the last day. I took that shit before I went home, Keopectate. But anyway, the food in the resort, it's not a resort, the retreat was gorgeous. Oh, there, you have your own homemade one. Smart. It was spectacular food. Like, I was like, this is how people are supposed to eat. Whatever they're doing here is like fucked up in America with the food. I mean, I don't understand it. Like, I could taste the mangoes there, and they were not huge monster mangoes. They were just little mangoes off the trees. So yummy. I was like, mango. And then they'd be like, mango smoothie. I'm like, mango smoothie. And then they're like, coconut smoothie. I'm like, coconut smoothie. Then they're like, coconut cookies. I'm like, coconut cookies. John's like, you don't like coconut. I go, I fucking do now, especially with chocolate on it. Yeah, she said flushable toilets that flush. That's what I was doing a rap, and they all woke up out of their bed looking around the room. I was just so fucking excited that I was going to my toilet. And then Nancy's sister Liz picked us up in Tijuana. And no, there's nothing wrong with the soil. Yeah, in Mexico there isn't. 100% natural, organic, yes. But they need to have more towels outside of there. That's all they need to do. 20 towels, and cut them in halves, and you just wipe your hands and put them into a bin. That would be the way that I would do that. That would be the way, because I think we probably passed our stomach germs on that way. And when we wash the dishes, the problem is you're washing with tap water. So you put your dishes there. Are they dry when you pick up the cup again to drink out of it or whatever, right? So yeah, no chemtrails, exactly. It was, let's see, no, there were scorpions, beetles fell on us, and bugs. It was tented in. We'd open our windows and put our fans on high, but you could hear the cicadas outside, the scorpions. I ran into several tarantulas. It's called Casa Changa, and it's in Puerto Escondido. And the owners are lovely. Everybody was lovely. Like, that wasn't the problem. The problem was no one mentioned the compost toilets. That was the problem. That was it. We just weren't expecting it. Yes, Casa Changa. Let me see how you spell it. I'm terrible. And I couldn't speak Spanish, so I would say Buenos Dias, and it was supposed to be Buenas Tardes. I can't say that. So I just started saying Feliz Navidad. They probably thought I was a dumb blonde bitch, but I'm going to learn Spanish. I told Ellie that I would learn Spanish, and I will learn Spanish. And that retreat at the end of the street is a graveyard. When we drove by it, I'm like, oh no, they're coming. They're coming. Yeah, I was saying Merry Christmas like a freak, but Eddie loves Christmas. He would play Christmas music all year round, I was told. So I greeted him with Feliz Navidad. Had to be. Had to be because of the coffee. That's what it had to be. Yeah, it's Casa Chango. Chango, not A. Casa, like Casa Bella, but Casa Chango. And it's Mexico. And it was really fun. It's completely ecology. The food was the best food I've ever eaten. Okay? Like it really top notch. Yes, Casa Monkey. Yes, cuz it's circus shit with people that are far more skilled than me. It's in Oaxaca. Yes, Oaxaca. Yeah, so it was pretty fun. So that's what we did. We went. He won't stop calling. Anyway, I have to run to class, but my daughter's in Cancun. Yeah, it was absolutely the best time I had. Even with the toilet situation, but you can rent a room with a flushing toilet. It's just, I went in the dorm experience. I didn't really think about it. I should know when it's ecology that they're planting all the food and doing all of that, right? So I should know, but I can't really, I don't know what to say. Hold on. This is Sloan live streaming. My stomach's still off, by the way. Oh, phone after. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, my stomach's still kind of a little bit off. Yeah, I loved it. The country's beautiful. I loved Guadalajara, the airport. I didn't get out in the city, but I loved the Mexican people. Everybody was so nice. I was like a freak. I'm like, Feliz Navidad. Buenos dias. It would be like 11 o'clock at night. The other girls would just look at me, roll their eyes. I'm like, well, I don't fucking know. I got to learn the language. So, Lou, Kenna was watching Lou, and this is what we did every night. So I have a camera over there on Lou's couch. So every night when I would, yes, probiotics. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the language is gorgeous. I have to learn it. I mean, I'm just like, I'm blonde. I'm not even really blonde, but I put the camera on. So we'd be in bed and they'd be sleeping or just about to sleep. And I'd be like this. Hold on. No flushing toilet on trip. Yeah, exactly. Right. So, what the hell was I going to say? I would open up the microphone on my camera and I'd go, Lulu, it's mommy. Where's Lou? And her ears would perk up and she'd be looking around like, where the fuck is mommy's voice coming from? Yeah, you can reference me. Don't cut and paste my shit though. But yeah, no, it was really a fun retreat. Like you should try it. It was really fun. The other aerialists are all asking me. It was so fun. I really super enjoyed it. The food and the people, immaculate. Everything was immaculate. Like so fun. The outings, yes, it was an aerial retreat. Yeah, it was absolutely beautifully done. The setup and the way that it looks is beautifully gorgeous. And it's like grown-up summer camp and it's ecology. So keep that in mind, but it's beautifully and just textured and lovely. Again, I'm OCD, so the compost toilets flip me out. And I think I hurt the owner's feelings when I didn't flip out, but I was like, I like flushing toilets. I think I hurt her feelings. I didn't mean to. Erica, hi. Yeah, good old Burbank. I think I hurt her feelings. I did not mean to. I just was like, just saying something, but yeah. Anyway, I am a novice. I am a fucking novice. I did not know I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of girls had their periods. You know what I mean? Yeah, they didn't say it. But anyway, when the girls have their period, they had to do it in those bathrooms. Yeah, which was a nightmare. Nothing bothered me. I did enjoy it. I loved the company and it was so fun. We had the best time. Oh my God, on the airplane before I go. So this fucking guy on the airplane, this fucking guy, okay? This fucking Karen, this fucking loser. We're in row 5. Marlisa's flight got delayed and we were driving her back from San Diego till her husband came and picked her up. Anyway, long boring story short, we're row 5. This motherfucker across the aisle in row 4. It's his father, him, and I think it was a woman by the window. This man bitch, he goes, so he doesn't know it's our knapsacks. Like our bags are underneath the plane and we're carrying me, computer, makeup, and phones and cell phone equipment, all that shit in a knapsack, a backpack, right? So it's a backpack. It's a Costco backpack, a Puma backpack. And Bree has the same kind of knapsack. So we put them up in the bench. That's the only shit we're carrying other than my tiny purse, my wraparound purse, right? This guy goes, whatever he says to the flight attendant, because I can't understand what he's saying, but he basically says, and he says this in English, excuse me, excuse me. She goes over, this poor little girl. They're not supposed to have knapsacks up there. It's for carry-on. That should be under their seat. Dude, how old are you? How old are you? He says that. So Bree's at our window and she's like, he just fucking said that. So then I took a picture of his head. I'm going to post it. Yes, he was a tech bitch. Yes. So this little bitch, crybaby, is doing this. Now, I'm so tired at this point. I'm watching White Chicks on the plane. You know the bathroom scene? I'm hysterically laughing. So there's a kid who's probably got chicken pox behind me, coughing like with croup. So I'm just lucky I didn't catch that. Bree's reading her book. Nancy doesn't feel well, so she's watching whatever she's doing, right? And I got my phone, White Chicks. Yeah, I'm white because of the bathroom scene. Because now I'm like, that's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. And I don't like flying, so I have to laugh. So anyway, the row in front of us, the guys, so Nancy's the aisle seat. This fuckhead is passing gas the whole flight. Bree looks at me and goes, who the fuck is doing that? And Nancy's like, I think the guy in front of me. Meanwhile, I'm hysterically laughing because of the movie White Chicks, right? Hysterical. I'm crying, right? Like he was like 60, this guy. I'm fucking crying, laughing. I've blocked my nose off at this point. Like I can block my nose off. So I'm not smelling it. I smelled it once and that's just fucking it. They're not fucked up in Mexico. Mexico, that's it. So this guy's in front of us. He has the nerve when I'm laughing to turn around and go, I'm like, bro, I'm going to laugh. Fuck you. I'm laughing. So I am fucking hysterically, I'm crying. Like my makeup is falling off my face. I am dying laughing. So I'm hysterically laughing, right? So Nancy's like, you're making me feel better. You're laughing. So like I'm dying laughing. So we're getting off the plane and I think Bree's in front of me. Nancy's behind me. Marlisa's behind her because she got the seat 8. Us 3 booked first before she switched flights. So she got seat 8. So we're in Tijuana, getting off the plane, down the steps. Crybaby man bitch, Karen, he like turns around and looks at Bree. And he's got his little fucking case like a little Poindexter. This bitch looks at her. So Bree has her cap on and she goes like this. She literally sticks her fucking tongue out at him and he goes like this and turns around. She sticks her tongue out. Like that. I could not stop laughing. I'm like, I go, man, bitch, you fucking Karen, you fucking bitch. And he's like scurrying off at the bottom. It was it was hilarious. Like it was funnier than funny. I go, did you just do that? And she's like, yup. So, she's living rent-free in his head, right? So, yeah, hilarious. She just went really cool and smooth. This little fucking asshole. No, it was funny as shit. Anyway, that was funny. He was a little bitch. They're not supposed to have, well, people put their computers up there. People put their diaper bags up there. You little fucking bitch. You little fucking bitch. Oh my God. You little fucking bitch. I didn't say anything because I travel on a green card. So I just, oh, Carl, thank you. I was like, I was laughing hysterically. Then Nancy comes off and goes, where's this fucking bitch? And then we're all dying laughing. But anyway, I went through the TSA, this. I got so frustrated. I get up to the customs going into America or whatever, the last check. 4 checks. And by the way, Tijuana Airport, spectacular. Not a problem. Completely clean, completely polite. They gaslight Mexico because Mexico, whatever's going on is far better in a lot of instances. Airport smooth, so nice, so nice, like so nice. We walked across the bridge. So we had our bridge ticket, $40 return. We filled the visa out going into the country. So nice. Okay. I don't know how they're getting through. They stopped me 4 times on the bridge. Okay. So 4 times. And it's like a very, like quick bridge, but going into America, the border guy, he's like, okay, smile for the camera. I'm like, can I fix my hair? He's like, smile for the camera with your passport. Then he asked me what he did. He goes, were you in Cabo? And I'm like, no, I was in wherever, Puerto Escondido, and I was at an aerial camp. And I said, I really have to go to the bathroom and my hair doesn't look so good. And he goes, snap. He goes, now we have a record of your face. I'm like, that's amazing. Please don't show that picture. Like, can I fix my face? And he's laughing at me. I'm like, I'm all fucking sunburned and shit. And I'm like, with them, they're on the American side. So then we were in America and Brie got yelled at because she was carrying her phone like this. Like her phone was, she had her knapsack on and she had a bag here. So she just was resting her phone on her chest. And they're like, you cannot take pictures on your phone. You cannot take pictures on your phone. And she's like, I'm not. Toilets that flush, flushing toilets, toilets that flush. And then there was a whole rap. I have to put that video up. Anyway, that's what happened. And that's it. That's it. That's the end of no, it was really fun. And then Liz picked us up. We were so tired. She put snacky snacks in the car. So she put like Red Bull, soda, yummy, yummy chips, and like M&Ms. So yummy on the way home. So we ate all of that. Then we dropped Brie off at Nancy's and Nancy went to her mom because her son was over there. I went to Tallulah. I talked to John for 5 seconds when I walked in the door and just slept straight on the couch. I ate yes, they had guacamole there. Oh my God, so good. Everything was immaculate. The best airport, out of my opinion, Mexico City, Guadalajara, Tijuana. Tijuana's not bad actually, but it's a smaller airport. Puerto Escondido, smaller airport, not bad either. I like Guadalajara Airport, big open windows. Mexico City, freezing, kind of like a jail cell airport. So fun in America, but wait, they're worried about you and friend's phone. Well, no, they had good, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It was so good, the food, I know, right? And the little bitch man on the plane. Their knapsacks aren't, their backpacks aren't, you little bitch. You little fucking bitch. Oh my God, you bitch ass bitch. Yes, it was Lou first. Anyway, that's it. No, let's see. Do you like fried catfish? I don't even know what that says. I know what it means. Anyway, I don't eat fried fish a lot. I just eat salmon. If you're not native, please sit down. Yeah, well, no, it was really it was good food. The Mexican people were lovely. I was not afraid. Perhaps a beach food, like oysters at the beach, I'm not going to eat. I don't need to fucking die. So I didn't. But, you know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening to my story. This is my first video on my story. I want you all to look up a compost toilet. Just remember, you got to be coordinated to get the pee in the front and the other stuff in the back all in one swing while hovering over the toilet. Just saying. Okay. Yeah, I'm afraid of oysters here too. I wouldn't eat oysters. All right, but I love Guadalajara. It's currently raining over here. Oh no, it's beautiful. What a beautiful airport. Beautiful city. Bright. When we flew in, it was amazing. I didn't go around the city. I'm sure there's like, you know, whatever, but it was beautiful. Beautiful. All right, you guys. Peace out. I'm now on my way to hoop class to bring Lydia her candy and show her exactly what I learned so she can be a proud hoop mommy. Okay, bye, you guys. Bye. I'm going to feed you, Lou.